There we go. Welcome everybody to game number 1 in this series between Gabi and Ashleylynn. It's going to be a great one. This is for the Gold League semifinals. We are probably going to fast forward this a little bit so we don't fall behind too much, and we can jump into game number 2 before that one ends, hopefully. So yeah, I mean, game number 1 still hasn't ended, but we are just going to jump into this one right on, right? Not risk it. But anyway, we're watching the Gold League. Yes, absolutely. I thought they were going to wait until the Silver League was over before jumping into the Gold League, but that is not the case at all. So what do we have over here? It's been a while since the game started. Yeah, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah, we are still at a decent time. So yeah, we should be able to jump into game number 2 as soon as this one is over, because there is not enough time between now and being fully live that they will be able to play a full game with that difference, especially if we just fast forward. So for Ashleylynn, she's gonna be playing as Franks this time around. Gabi is gonna be playing as Persians, and for Ashley, Franks get 15% faster working foragers. On top of that, we also get 25% cheaper castles, 20% extra HP on stable units starting in the village, and also free farm upgrades, with team bonus being also 2 extra line of sight on 9 line units. Gabi, on the other hand, playing as Persians, gets, first off, twice the HP on TCs, and those work 10, 15, and 20% faster for her in the Feudal Castle and Imperial Age as well. And she also starts with 50 extra food and 50 extra wood upon starting the game. For the team bonus, she gets, with 9 line units, 2 bonus damage against archer type units, which is really good. Not only food archers, but also cavalry archers, and yeah, that kind of stuff. So let's see what we get for map generation. On the other hand, we can take a look at this real quick. And map actually does not seem particularly good for Ashley. So first off, there you go. We get the main goal on the back, which is great. And the main stone is on the back, but then the secondary stone and both secondary goals are kind of forward, which is not good. Now notice what Gabi's doing though. Yeah. She was just sitting there with the scout, waiting for Ashley to go and take the elephant so that she could block the villager, but in the end she got pushed away. So yeah, this is alright. And the elephant goes down underneath the TC. So perfect luring over there for Ashleylynn. By the way, 6-second vital TC time for Ashley is next to nothing, and Gabi, on the other hand, 0 seconds of idle TC time. For economy, on the other hand, Gabi has more idle eco time, which is actually going to be better for Ashleylynn on the other hand. But yeah, let's see. Hey, Just for it, how are you doing? Welcome. Yeah, Gabi's keeping an eye on this area, but I'm not really sure what for. POH is here for both players, and we see the stable already coming up for Ashley, which is expected. We see the stable coming up for Gabi. We took a look at Ashley's map. Let's take a look at Gabi's real quick before the game keeps on going too much. The main goal on the back, and then we have the main stone in the back, but the secondary stone is a little bit too far to the northeast, and then we have both secondary goals kind of exposed. I think we should be able to see a few walls coming up, probably from here to here, from here to here, and something like this, and that'll be securing a lot of resources. But for the time being, she's just going for quick walls. It's been a long time, I know. Yeah, it's alright. I've been keeping it alright. Thank you so much for asking as well, and yeah, I hope it's everything going well for you as well. We're casting Queen's Clash right now. Let me bring the little picture up. There you go. And we are going to go back to normal speed when we get some more action. So probably around now. There you go. Very interesting Arabia picks. Arabia picked the Persians. Indeed. But here comes the big engagement taking place right now. Gabi loses 2 villagers already. And Ashley is doing a lot of damage over there. Or is that only 1 villager? No, it is 2 villagers. Ashley, as the underdog over here, starts very strong with almost a fully walled map. And yeah, 2 villagers right under her belt as well. She's got less idle TC time as well, which means it's going to be tough for Gabi to keep up. The only reason why she's not behind by 3 villagers at the very least, or maybe even 4 because of the extra idle TC time, is just because they work faster in the Feudal Age. Yeah, she's been able to close the gap a little bit. And obviously, Ashley still in a decent position. But is in a time when I would say over here in this matchup, I'm going to be liking purchase a lot more, but yeah. Ashley definitely still has a little bit of time to work with before it gets impossible for her. Or very, very, very hard, much harder than it is right now. We can take a look at the elo of both players, and as you can see, Ashley is 1800. Gabi, if I'm not mistaken, she was about close to 1900. So, should be the favorite, especially on a map like Arabia, especially with a civilization such as Persians. Well, let's see. Let's bring the chat up as well. I'm going to take a look at Discord as well to provide you with some more information about this matchup. But basically, it's a best of 5. And let's update this information real quick. Over here, you can do exclamation mark QC, Queen's Clash, best of 5 as well between Gabi and Ashleylynn. Perfect. I'm going to share the map information with you as well. As for Gabi, we have for the home maps Gold Rush and Seize the Mountain. There you go. Seize the Mountain I don't think I have seen so far on this tournament, which is great. And then Ashley, on the other hand, she's got Nomad and Amazon Tunnel. There you go. Did not participate in the tournament. She's playing the other series. She's playing versus Ophelia right now. I would have preferred to cast that one probably, but it's already a little bit too advanced for me to jump into it. I thought they were going to wait until the Zero League was over before starting the next ones, but it seems like they are just going to keep on going, following the schedule, which is very good as well, because yesterday we saw Ophelia over here saying that it was a very late start time for her, so if it was delayed even further, that would have been bad. But yeah, they are not in the first game anymore, so I cannot jump into it, unfortunately. But this one is just as good. Ashley, I think she's going to be well known in the community. And Gabi, of course. Yeah, probably the favorite to win this whole thing. Well, Ophelia has gotten quite high herself, too. Very similar elos to what Gabi's got right now. All-time high, it's probably still higher for Gabi. But we will see. Potential and reality can be two different things. And she cannot engage over here. She sacrificed her military lead in order to go up to the castle age a little bit faster. Now, she does have more military units, but the army is very divided. And she needs to piece it together. So probably it's a little bit easier to send the scouts to where the spearmen are, as opposed to sending the spearmen where the scouts are. Ah, there we go. The Spearman cannot do too much over here, and the Castle Age will be here in about 25 seconds for Ashley. And Gabi, on the other hand, yeah, cannot really do too much. There we go, Castle Age is here for Ashley. Scaled Barden Armor, just finished researching, now all the scouts are for. This is huge! She was able to group her army up, so now this is a lot better. Especially as we have more knights coming out. The spearmen will provide protection against cavalry units. The knights are going to provide the punching power for sure. But the one thing that I am really wondering about is what will she do about camels coming out? The pikemen obviously are going to be alright against that. But if we get a decent amount of knights and camels mixed up, I don't even think pikemen would be enough, especially if we had a few monks over there as well, which I think Gabi is gonna do for sure. Yeah, 2 stables over here, going for knights. Yeah, it's okay. How Gabi has the villager lead? Well, she's got Persians, and Persians get 10% faster working TCs in the fuel age and 15% faster working in the castle age. So even though she lost villagers and she had a little bit of extra idle TC time, yeah, she was just able to keep up just fine. Oh man, only Bikeman from Gabi taking the units from Ashley. And the blue player for the time being still has the military lead, still has the score lead. The villager lead is gone though. And that might be the first out of 3 things to vanish for her. As military is probably going to keep on getting higher and higher for Gabi, as she's gonna have a little bit of an easier time keeping up with this production because her economy is gonna grow a little bit faster as well. Let's go! Have to go to dinner now? Okay, just Fred, no problem. Yeah, it's good. Nice to see you back as well. See you next time, man. Don't get lost for too long. And bon appetit. See you later. Husbandry on the way for Ashley. So this is exactly the issue, right? Gabi's got a fantastic civilization to counter cavalry only civs. And Franks are going to be mostly cavalry only. And they do get the throwing axemen, obviously. They do get fully upgraded halberdier too, and champion and whatnot, but it's not the best civilization to go for against Persians, I would say. Especially the longer the game goes, the better it's gonna be for Persians. Their economy is just going to be overall stronger, and yeah, when we get access to when we don't get access to gold anymore in this map, then Persians with Commander are gonna be getting a significant lead, as they're gonna be getting access to crossbows without having to pay gold. By the way, I should probably change the stream title, right? This is already the semifinals. Yeah, good amount of units for Gabi as well. Now she went from playing defensive to playing full aggression. Actually trying to go for the siege workshop over here. I'm very sure. She's gonna try to go for something else over here, maybe a monastery or something, but I don't think she'll be able to take advantage of this at all because she seems to be getting pushed away right on. With this Mangonel already inside the siege workshop, it seems like she's just wasting these resources. Well, Gabi on the other hand is putting so much pressure against Ashley. She's got all the camels, all the... yeah, cavalry over here pushing. And Ashley is still going mainly for knights. Now, this can potentially work. We have seen this yesterday work, full knights against full camels. But you need a significant lead in knights. And right now, it's looking good for Ashley in this engagement. But that's because Gabi was not paying attention. And she was not using her entire army. Otherwise, it might have been a little bit better. In any case, though, Ashley is doing an alright job. And you can see the KD overall is going to be higher for her still. And yeah. Gabi needs to bail. It's gonna have to wait a little bit longer until she can get a proper engagement over here. However, for military, she's got more units. It's only a matter of grouping everything up together once again. Frank trash is quite bad. Yeah, it is. With only Balkan arrow and leather archer armor to work with, obviously, skirmishers are not the best. And they don't get access to Hazar. And because they don't get bloodlines, the 20% extra HP that light cavalry get does not bring their HP up as high as bloodline does. So it's overall a much better position for Persians. Not only do they get access to a gold unit for no gold cost in the late game with Commander, but they also get freaking Hazar and fully upgraded too. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, good amount of knights over here. Very low HP for Ashley though. She's gotta be careful over there. Meanwhile, Gabi's got a lot more HP over here to work with. It's got a very good amount of units, but he just went straight past these knights. If she had turned around, and if she spotted these units over here, which I think she's aware of right now. Let me take a look at her line of sight. So she knows about the siege, but doesn't know about the knights. Yeah, Ashley needs to try and reset the HP over here, otherwise Gabi would be taking a very, very straightforward, easy engagement with all these camels. He There are more units coming forward. They're gonna be taking the siege down because we don't have the knights over here to protect the Magna with, or to protect the Scorpion with. Yeah, she can't really do too much over here. Now, the knights are getting spotted. That's a good amount of knights, but then we have a good amount of camels over here coming up from the back, and Gabi's gonna go for it. She's going for the pinch move. The split push over here. Shooting up, doing a fantastic amount of damage for the red player. And if we take a look at the units over here, the numbers are looking better for Ashley though. And will that suffice? It seems like it won't. All the knights are going down, but the camels are going down right now too. And Gabi needs to bail. And that looked a lot better than it actually turned out to be. That was a very good engagement for Ashley from what it could have been instead. And yeah, overall, she survives over here for one more minute. But it's only a matter of time until the camels get high enough in numbers that the knights won't suffice anymore. So we should see some pikemen coming out for Ashley, but she's not producing anything. Yeah, and if she's not going for anything, then she's going to be only cavalry, which is very easy to counter for Persians. And you can see Gabi going for extra stables as well. It's going to be able to start producing 50% more camels than she was able to already. So let's see how it goes. Yeah, she's resetting the HP of the camels as well, so being extremely patient over here, and it usually pays off. Villager count, as you should be expecting, is higher for Persians. Gabi added the 30C much faster than Ashley added the 30C herself, so she managed to get a villager lead like that. And then on top of that, obviously, Persian TCs work a lot faster, so let's see. That engagement, something Ashley won't want to take at all. Here it comes again, though. Let's see. Yeah. The knights all of a sudden don't really get a fighting chance against these camels, so they're just going to bail. Who will go up to the Imperial Age faster? If we take a look at the economy, should be definitely Gabi, the one to click up faster, because she's got 41 food workers compared to only 27 for Ashley. So Ashley is kind of stuck in the castle age, and she's caught in a do or die position over here. Doing a really good job over here, taking the fight underneath the TC so that she gets more damage dealt onto these camels. And now we see a few pikemen making the appearance over here, so that's great. It's gonna start adding a few into the mix. The monks also. Fantastic unit to go for against cavalry, even against camels. But now Gabi starting to add a few knights into the mix. And if you have a good amount of camels and a few knights to put, it's going to be a lot better than a lot of knights and a few camels, because you can use your knights. Well, if you take the engagement properly, you can use the knights to bait damage from the other units, and then you can use your camels to clean them up. But it's not going to be necessary. And guys, Gabi takes all the knights from Ashley over here. We're gonna be left on 26 to 17 military units. 113 to 87. Yeah, villager count still favoring Gabi as well. So the player who people are probably favoring in this matchup is coming out on top, doing a fantastic job against Ashley. And blue player on the other hand struggling to keep up. Well, this unit's coming forward as well. Gabi's looking so strong. She almost has enough resources to go up to the Imperial Age as well. And can you believe that? Having a much larger villager count, much larger military count, being able to go out to the Imperial Age faster, and it was going to be a rough matchup for Ashley, 100%. But Gabi ends up taking the engagement, decides to queue a chunk of knights and camels as well, so she won't be going out to the Imperial Age, although there was no need for her to try and rush the military production when she already was on the lead and she was taking such fantastic trades. But yeah, eventually she'll be getting enough resources to go out to the Imperial Age as well. But right now, Ashley surviving for the time being. Yeah, we even see a 4TC coming up for Gabi over here next to the forward golds. Only emos from female streamers. Hey, I have long hair. Does that count? Well, Yeah, Gabi started to do just incredible damage over here. The quick wall's coming out for Ashley, but she can only save a few of the villagers over here inside, and then all of these are going to be exposed, and Gabi just takes so many villagers, vill after vill. Even underneath the TC, she can keep on taking more, and that's it, guys! Ashley calls GG. Gabi takes game number 1, gets the lead in the game with a 1-0 score so far. We're gonna be jumping into game number 2 in just 1 second. Let me see if I can jump into it right away. We're gonna take a look at the achievements real quick though, and yeah, we have for the military KD about a higher than 3-to-2 KD ratio in favor of Gabi, which is fantastic considering how badly the engagements were going for her early on. And then for conversions, we get a 5-to-1 conversion ratio for Ashley. Army high 32-to-28 in favor of Gabi. That's just incredible how she was able to keep up with everything. Much stronger economy as well. Managed to collect about 9,000 extra resources. And for technology, faster out time to the fuel age, a little bit later to the castle age, but Ashley unfortunately was not able to take advantage of the faster castle age time too much. So let's see if we can jump into game number 2. Perfect. And what do we get then for these players? First off, Ashley is playing Khmer, which means that she gets, oh man, Amazon Tunnel. This is going to be a long one for sure. I think we can just fast forward a little bit, right? So we are about, yeah, I'm just going to full fast forward because we are about like 7 minutes behind, and this one is going to go a long time, especially as Ashley gets a very, very easy wall off over here. It's alright. I am expecting to see some Anjir plays over here and whatnot, but let me update the stream title before I keep on forgetting. Gabi versus Ashley. Queen's Clash Semifinal. Yeah, perfect. There you go. The villager's coming forward, so I should be able to go for the... Oh, interesting. She's going for the greedier walls. No walls whatsoever, though. She's going for the stable instead. Went out to the fuel age on a very, very low amount of villagers, so it's not going to be fast castle at all. Let's see how we do over here. Ashley with the stable over the app is going to be playing full aggression. This is her home map as well. So maybe she was expecting Gabi to try and fast castle and play passive and go full aggression herself, sorry, but we'll find out if this works out or not. It's open over here on the right hand side, by the way, so those villages are very much exposed. Second TC coming out for Gabi right away. Of course. Also, if you just try to fast castle against a Keyman player, you're bound to fall behind, so I do like this kind of aggression from Ashley too. So why is that the case? We're going to talk about the civilizations real quick. For Ashley, playing as Khmer, she gets no building requirements. She gets 10% faster moving battle left online units, as well as the ability to carry some 5 villages inside each house. And then on top of that, they also get farmers that do not need mills or TCs to drop food on. Besides that, they also get for the team bonus 1 extra range on Scorpion land units. And moving over to Gabi's civilization, on the other hand, humans can go for a second TC in the fuel age. They can go for the cap ram upgrade in the castle age. They can go for siege workshops in the fuel age as well, from where they can only build battering rams. And then they also get for cavalry 5, 10, and 15% faster moving cavalry in the fuel castle and imperial age, with the team bonus being 50% extra HP on palisade walls. One villager going down for Ashley already. It's not able to do too much over here, and Gabi's trying to deny the stable, but she cannot do it for the time being. So that was a very good job from Ashley in taking all the spearmen down before they got very, very relevant. My wife is watching with me. Queen's Clash for the win. Send her hello, guys. Her name is Paula. Paula. Muy bien. Espero que disfrutes la Queen's Clash. No sé si se puede decir así, pero yeah, it's surely going to be an interesting one. And I just switched by default to English, even though I didn't want to. I'm sorry. Anyway, there we go. Hey, you're on TV, quite literally. There you go. Basimir displaying her name on the stream as well. Good stuff. And yeah, just imagine if Ashley realized about this instead of fighting over here against the spearmen, she could have used the scouts to go for and potentially try and take a few villages over here. In the end, she ended up losing all the villages she sent forward, so Gabi is going to have an eco KD of 3-0, and Ashley, on the other hand, well, he's behind in economy by quite a bit. By quite a bit. Obviously, with the second TC already up, Gabi can produce twice as many villagers compared to Ashley, so her economy lead is going to keep on piling up. Meanwhile, Ashley needs to try and go up ASAP, and she needs to try and keep on putting the pressure up, because if she tries to boom back right now, this is not good! Trying to boom back against a much higher, a human player with much higher villager count just won't cut it. So Ashley, I feel like she's paving her way to lose this game if she just decides to try and full boom over here. I guess the one thing that she can try and do is go for probably like 4 TCs. 4 or 5 TCs, something like that should probably allow her to catch up in villager count once again, but yeah, that's going to be only if Gabi allows it, for sure. Yeah. If Gabi comes forward in the castle age, that could be annoying for Ashley for sure. And it's a very common Cumin strategy as well to go for the double TCs and then go to the castle age and drop a castle. You can see that she's already going for stone. So when she goes up, she'll be dropping a castle. She'll be dropping a castle over here, and the stone walls are not going to suffice anymore. So yeah, Ashley is kind of in a rough spot. She's going up to the castle age and she'll try to get extra TCs to catch up in villager count, but it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard, not gonna lie. It's a very bumpy road for Ashleylynn from here until winning this game. And a lot of things need to go right. And one of those things is Gabi not really putting pressure up. So it's not the best position for yourself when you're dependent on the decision making of somebody else. She's gonna try though. It's her only chance at this point. And let's see what we get. I think now it's probably a good time to fast forward. Yeah, there we go. Let's just skip all of this. Oh, we're alive again. Never mind. It's okay. Wish I could find the bot that I, as a bot, could love. I'm sorry, man. If you're a bot, you don't really have the ability to love. In reading captchas? Well, if you can read captchas, you're probably a very valuable bot. Second TC coming up, third TC coming up. She needs to go for a fourth one at the very least, probably a fifth one even. She's trying to get some stone now. Yeah, just probably try to use the villagers to collect the stone and prioritize placing the fourth foundation rather than just trying to rush this TC up. It's much better for her to try and get the 4 TC up first. So Gabi is on her way to the castle age, and this is what I'm saying, guys. 66 to 35 villages right now for Gabi and Ashley. That is a 31 villager lead for Gabi. 31 extra villages. 22 minutes into the game. Now we should see a castle coming out for Gabi when she hits the castle age. She's got almost enough resources. And she can add, with the amount of villagers that are taking stone right now, she can add a castle and she can add a 30 TC as well, so she won't really fall behind in economy too much at all. Okay, a strong girl. It's tough. It's tough, and Ashley probably knows this already. Her chances of coming back over here are quite limited by the aggression of Gabi. If Gabi goes full aggression in the castle age, then that's going to be really hard for Ashley. You might say, why? Why can't Ashley just play defensive? I'm going to tell you why. If she wants to go for 5 TCs and produce villages, do bear in mind, I'm going to show you something. You take a look at the economy stats right now. You take a look at the food collected. Ashley has collected about 1,600 less food, right? But now, with the smaller economy she had, she's trying to get a 5 TC boom going, which means no resources for anything other than villager production. Not even mangonels. She will have to sacrifice the villager production to get mangonels up. And yeah, Gabi can just go for siege, can go for the castle drop, and she's going for it. Honestly, could have sent the villagers forward a little bit sooner. But yeah, the castle's coming up. And it's tough. She can outboom Gabi if Gabi just sticks to the 2 TCs over here, but I don't see a reason why she would do this. Yeah, she's having another TC on the left hand side, or is that going to be a lumber camp? It's a lumber camp, so she can just save the stone, I guess, and go for another castle over here, which can potentially work too. But yeah, you can see even with 5 TCs, Ashley still has some ways to go. She's about 13 villages behind. We see Cat Round coming up, we see Bloodlines coming out for Gabi, so we'll see some Kip checks coming out, and yeah, the Cat Rounds, of course, she already has 4, which she was able to start training in the Field Age while she was going after the Castle Age. And it's about to unleash hell. She's about to unleash hell on Ashley's base. Remember, guys, also that the red player is the favorite for the entire tournament as well, so Ashley's got it tough. What I want to show you too is when we get to the same villager count for both players, something that Ashley can keep on producing villagers like a maniac, like she's doing so far. When we get to the same villager count for both players, I'm going to bring the stats and I'm going to show you exactly how many extra resources Gabi managed to collect, despite both players being on the same villager count when that happens. Gabi even getting almost enough resources to go up to the Imperial Age, or, well, working towards it. Keep checks coming out. Yeah, this is just unbelievable. A lot of food, a lot of gold. And she's coming in. Double layers did not suffice. You be my guest and try to guess how longer this is going to protect Ashley. Answer is no longer, because the villagers are getting pushed away by kit checks. And now we see the second castle drop over here. This brings some very strong Gabi versus Odette memories over here, with one player just trying to play safe and the other player just not letting that happen at all. After the cast goes up for Gabi, which she can definitely still go for, by the way, and take a look at this. That castle, that TC rather, has no villagers around it, so she cannot really use the TC to defend anything. And honestly, Gabi could have sent the villagers over to the right hand side, and she could have built a castle like right here, right next to the berries and the 9-2 golds. But and she's a little bit smarter than that. She's not gonna be taking those huge risks unnecessarily, and she'll be able to go for it anyway in a little bit because she's got 12 gold minus, stone minus rather. But yeah, you see, Gabi still with a 9 villager lead over Ashley, and just now adding the 3rd TC. It's just not even close, man. Ashley's getting completely styled on. Yeah, and the mango goes down as well. Gabi's an incredibly strong player, and she's showing exactly why she's the favorite for this tournament. So TC is going down, and she keeps on just barreling through Ash's defenses. She calls it GG, and we never even got to villager parity. So I guess we're gonna be taking a look at the achievements anyway, but that's 2-0 already for Gabi, and if she can take one more, that'll be 3-0, and she's gonna instantly move on to the grand finals. Ashley's got a lot of work to do, and unfortunately, it's just like really, really hard. So if we take a look at the achievements over here real quick, we see for military, the KD ratio was over 3-1 in favor of Gabi. We also got 0 conversions for buildings raised. Yeah, it's 9-0 for Gabi as well, which is fantastic. Army high of 18-4 in favor of Gabi too, so much stronger eco as well. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, much stronger economy with extra villagers, of course. And yeah, just thousands upon thousands of extra resources, about 6,171 extra resources for her as well. Taking a look at technology, faster uptimes for Ashley, but did not really do too much for her, unfortunately. And Gabi just completely dominating this one. Ends up solidifying her lead and placing herself at only one more game from qualifying to the grand finals. Let's go back. Welcome everybody to game number 3. Match point already between Ashley and Gabi. For the blue player, we have Burgundians, which means... Now this up 2-0 versus Ophelia? Oh, okay. I'm not... Okay. Interesting. So keep me updated, Bailo, for sure. So yeah, let's take a look at this. So for Ashley, we have Burgundians. They get access to eco upgrades 1 each sooner, so they get access to Horse Collar, Double Bit Axe in the Dark Age, and all the other upgrades 1 each earlier, right? Besides that, they also get a 50% stable discount, stable upgrade discount. They also get access to Cavalier in the Castle Age, but they do not get Bloodlines, though. And then finally, they also get 25% more damage from Gunpowder units. For the team bonus, finally, they will be getting food generation from relics collected, which is very interesting. Perfect. Besides that, let me try and go through the unique technologies for Burgundians, because if I don't practice those, I forget those. So first off, Burgundians are going to get Burgundian Vineyard as well, which is, it transforms your food to gold in a 2-to-1 ratio. It's a single time thing. And then they get the Flemish Revolution in the Imperial Age, which basically turns your villagers into Flemish militia, which are like strong pikemen. For Gabi, on the other hand, she's going to have Malleons, which means a 15% wood discount on all buildings, which can be super handy over here Nomad. Besides that, we also get 1 extra Pierce Armor and Barracks units per age starting in the Field Age, so up to +3 in the Imperial Age, without taking into account the Blacksmith. And they have for economy, free gold mining as well, and then for the civilization, for the team bonus, miners get 80% faster work in universities. Let's see. Yeah, for the time being, it's just going to be quite chill. Gabi, though, seems to be on a few extra villagers. So she's got 1 fisher ship over here, where Ashley still does not have a fisher ship, but it's coming out. Man, just from minute 0, Gabi's so much stronger. She gets a 3 villager lead right away, despite the idle TC time being essentially the same for both players. And that just comes from going for the dock a little bit earlier, starting to go for units right away. And yeah, obviously the savings are quite good in this map too. So let's take a look at where they place their TCs. First off, they are very close. They are very close. And for the Bull player, we can see that Ashley's got access to gold right away. Main gold right next to the TC. We see also a very good, generous pile of stone over here on the left-hand side. And then if we take a look at Gabi, on the other hand, yeah, she's got the resources kind of far away. She does have a stone over here, which is fantastic. But then we have the golds over here, which are so far away. It's not the best position for her for sure, but it really depends. I don't know if she's going to be using gold whatsoever. She'll be using gold for maybe fire galleys, but I imagine if she went for gold over here, right, she would be fine anyway. So she can go for fire galleys, and then she can just use the stone over here to potentially go for towers. And a few well-placed towers around Ashley's map can just cost her the game. We'll take a look at this. And if we saw like a tower coming up over here, she will be able to deny, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, +4 over here. So it'll be about this range for the tower, which is just insane. Yeah, and she can push all the villagers away from the wood line. She can push all the villagers away from the gold as well. And then, unlike Gabi, there is not a whole lot of extra gold available for Ashley over here to take from. So this can be deadly. This can be incredibly good. I guess it depends on whether or not Gabi realizes about this. Once had Tiwi. and Farimba. Yeah. Yeah, I did not talk about those because I am already familiar with those unique technologies, but the new civilizations I just need to make sure that I don't forget by not talking about them. And then for Sicilians we get Scottish and First Crusade, right? So yeah, I think I still got it, still remember. Good stuff. I remember it was so hard for me to learn the 4 new civilizations when DE came out. Yeah, to this day I still forget about some of the stuff from like humans and Bulgarians, Lithuanians, and Tars. Village on the way for Ashley, significantly faster compared to Gabi. Gabi's going for full walls already. Which is interesting to see, because if she goes for walls from here to here next, right? So let's zoom out. If she went for walls maybe from here to here, she'll be able to maybe just complete the wall, Ashleylynn, which will be kind of the ultimate clownery, I guess, for Nomad to finish the series with, but let's see how this goes. Oh no! Gabi lost a villager to the Rhino! Still manages to take it though. But that is so bad. Village will be here for Ashley very soon. What will she do? Well, she's got a dog coming up over here, so she can go for some fire galleys, right? Let's see. Meanwhile, Philly is using a cap round to attack a galley. Yeah, that's unfortunate. She crumbled under wind pressure. Might very well be the case. So with Village on the way for Gabi, at the very least she still has a very healthy villager lead, but I don't know how long this is going to be the case, especially as Ashley should be able to go for fire galleys right away, right? Yeah, and she's going. So the fire galleys will end up pushing all these fishing ships away. If Gabi is to lose all of these fishing ships, she falls behind the villager count significantly. Even though she is 8 villages ahead right now, these 8 fishing ships would put them on the same villager count, but she's going out to the castle age, which means that she's going to fall behind, right? So let's see. Yeah, 2 fire galleys coming out. 3 fire galleys coming out. Gabi's got to be extremely careful over here. Meanwhile, we see some walls coming out. So she's just trying to secure this one. Thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate it. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. Probably not the best idea to do it while I'm recording this, but I appreciate it. Another dog coming out for Gabi. She realizes, or should realize, about the fire galleys coming up, and she needs to pay it right on. She's in the village. Fire galleys coming out. 3 fire galleys. But if Ashley keeps on producing units, she should hold on to a 3 fire galley lead for sure. And right now, she's on 4 military units. Kind of wondering though, will Gabi really be going for wider defense? It seems like that's the case. We see a lot of military units queued up already. I thought she maybe was gonna try and go full land aggression, but no, that's not the case. And no towers coming up either, whatsoever. There we go, the engagement going in favor of Gabi. Are you kidding me? When Ashley had a massive lead early on, Gabi's still holding on to the fishing ships, and she's actually getting a good trade against Ashley. What kind of sorcerer is this? And Gabi even repairs the fire galley over there, so she keeps the HP up as well. There we go. 3-0? Are you saying this is gonna be 3-0, or are you saying Ophelia versus Lavi was 3-0? Wow, 91. I see. So, a little while ago, when you said that they were in the third game and that Ophelia was down, I found that very odd because in the tournament server, they had 5 codes for games. So I don't know if we had 2 rees. We probably had 2 rees. That might explain it. And I thought they were already in the 5th game and that they were casting recorded games instead. Like they were delayed a little bit. But yeah, that might just be rees then in the end. That's very unfortunate for Ophelia. And I'm very sad that I did not get to cast her semifinals because I wanted to provide some coverage for her. But unfortunately, they were already in like the 2nd game or 3rd game, I think, when I started casting. So I guess we will end up seeing Gabi versus Lavihead in the grand finals. Let's see. Actually going for a few demolition rafts over here. The military count higher for her. Yeah, and Gabi's going out to the castle age. This is just ridiculous. How do you go out to the fuel age so much later? You're under pressure by 3 fire galleys. And you manage to hold on against those. You manage to turn the table around. And now you get ahead. That is just fantastic. And by the way, Ashley, from playing Bulgarians, I don't know what she was hoping to get. Probably just a Cavalier, I guess. Because she has not taken advantage of the eco upgrades at all. So this is very Nikovish from her. And you can see the influence over there. JK, of course. But yeah, they are related, right? In some sense, and yeah, it's kind of funny to see the similarities. Kavish. They were my favorites. Shame they couldn't both be in the finals. Right. Well, we'll see Gabi versus Lavihead, which will be interesting to see. I'm kind of wondering what the prize pool is for the 3rd and 4th place. Let me take a quick look. Ophelia was actually kind of banking on winning the tournament, you know? She said yesterday she wanted to use the prize pool to buy a decent PC. So she could start streaming again. Yeah, but I don't know if it's going to be possible with the 3rd place money. Let's see. Just want to take a look at what the prize pool distribution is. So for the 3rd place, there's $500 for the Gold League, and for the 4th place, there is $400. So we'll have the 3rd and 4th place matchup coming up probably after this between Ashleylynn and Ophelia, if I'm not mistaken, and then we are probably going to have the grand finals afterwards. I think it was 23 GMT that the grand final was supposed to take place, right? Yeah. Well, at the very least, Ophelia is not going to have any issues with work. She was saying that it was very late for her to play the finals. Or Gali. There we go, coming out for Ashley. Gabi already has it, and take a look at the shot over there, and that's a nasty one. Reaching all 6 units, chunking a bunch of HP down from all of those, and yeah, she might not have taken all the fire galleys down, but it's still alright. It's still alright. She can take those down with fire ships instead, and over here on land, Ashley gets pushed away, gets pushed around by knights, going for some stone walls over here for the quick walls as well. Yeah. I wonder why they chose such late times. Most players aren't in America or Europe. It's probably because of Little Trouble. She's Australian, right? And for Europe, it's very late. Isn't that proper German? If you remove the apostrophe and the T, or the S rather. But yeah, well, guys got some units over here. She's got the one demolition ship. Now that War Galley is here for Ashley, then the numbers are all of a sudden a lot more scary, because if she had only fire galleys, then the fire ships are a lot stronger, right? But that's not the case at all anymore. Let's see. That was German autocorrect. Don't even have to remove the apostrophe. Right. There we go. The engagement's coming up right now. Gabi's taking it. Honestly, though, she has some decent chances over here. We see a bunch of fire ships coming from the north. We'll see some fire ships over here from the south, and she's got some demolition ships to work with as well. But she's not taking the engagement at all. Interestingly enough, despite having a very good amount of units to work with. On land, once again, we are still going to be on a few knights over here for Gabi. Yeah, she can take the spearman down, no problem. She's baiting the spearman with the villager as well, so very high level play over there. Ashley, on the other hand, going for scale bar and arrow, will try to go for knights herself. Remember, Burgundians get access to the cavalier upgrade, but right now, Ashley is not going for it. She does have the resources, by the way, and I think she queued it up. No, she queued a few more units. How many stables do we have for her? She's trying to go for a few more. Yeah, it's going to be 4 total, but she had only 1. So, if we had Cavalier coming up from this one, and then she queued up a few extra knights from the next tables coming up, I would have preferred that, honestly. But yeah, it's not even that bad. If she's not under consistent pressure, then I don't think it's really going to make much of a difference anyway. HP pool over here, very low for pole players. Ashley in a much better spot, especially as she brings a few extra reinforcement units. Gabi cannot take this anymore. Oh, Gabi just going straight through the finishes with the demolition ship over there. But now she's got the fire ships over here, so instead of wasting the demolition ships, yeah, she just will end up cleaning this up with standard fire ships, right? I imagine. Yeah, she will. Good stuff. Meanwhile, on land, we see monks coming out for Ashley. Knights coming out for her. Knights coming out for Gabi, but some camels coming out for Gabi as well. Conversion doesn't seem like it's going to connect at all, and it doesn't. There's another conversion coming up over here from 2 monks. She's gonna do too much though. And now another TC coming out. That's the third TC for Gabi, who is significantly ahead in villager production. He's got about 31 extra villages. We are 29 minutes into the game, and that's probably going to go up as over twice as many villagers very soon with the 30C coming up. Yeah, and the water control, Gabi should be definitely ahead in economy for sure. 100%. Take a look at this. She's got full water control as well. There's only a few fire ships left over here for Ashley, but that's only 4 units, and it's not the best position at all. So, yeah, not the best for her at all. Especially if she does not pay attention to the engagements over here. She should be able to clean this up, but still, she will eventually get cleaned up because of all the other fire ships that we have around the water for Gabi. Who is preparing to go around and sneak a push against Ashley. Who has been very careful though and has not overchopped over here. So, it's unlikely to really do too much damage over here. Hey, Reynald, do you want to feel it versus Lavis Spoiler? You already got it. I know the result. Yeah, so we are probably going to jump into the 3rd and 4th place series before the grand finals, or are those going to take place simultaneously? Yeah, I guess we are going to find out very soon. But this game, it's going in favor of Gabi, and you would be probably very optimistic to expect otherwise. And now there's a castle coming up over here. There's a castle coming up from Gabi right next to the goal. And remember, guys, this is the only goal Ashley's got access to. She's doing a very good job over here keeping the villagers idle. Yeah, and in the end it seems like Gabi might end up getting cleaned up, but I mean, she does have the units and she's got the HP, so she should be able to take this engagement. But she almost loses all the villagers, and if the villagers go down, then the castle cannot come up, and then we see a house coming up over here. Still though, with the castle coming up elsewhere, she can definitely still push the villagers away from gold. And how much range is the castle gonna have over here? So we see 1, 2, 3, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, even without fletching, that castle completely denies the gold. And once again, for Ashley, she doesn't really have any other, so that might just be the game, guys. Without gold, Ashley cannot come back over here. Gabi's got map presence all over the island. She's got map presence all over the water. She's got more military units, almost twice as many villagers, and there is no chance for Ashley anymore. Will she call it GG though? That's the question. How's cancelled castle? Cancel culture? That's GG, guys. Gabi takes on the series. Takes on Ashley with the final score of 3-0. Absolutely pristine performance. Taking both of Ashleylyn's home maps for herself. And moves on to the grand finals. So let's take a look at the achievements then once again. We have for the KD about 3-2 KD ratio for Gabi. We have also for buildings. Yeah, about 3-1 buildings race for Ashleylynn. It did not really make much of a difference, and of course it's just 3-1. But yeah, 3-2 I meant to say over here, my bad for Gabi. And for Army High, 20-18. For Gabi as well, just doing a really good job. And if we take a look at the economy, on the other hand, it's just so much better for Gabi across the board. About 8,000 extra resources, a little bit higher than that, about 8,025, I think. And for technology, on the other hand, we have for field time, a little bit faster time for Ashley. Did not really manage to take advantage of it. Decided to go for the Fire Goddess, which was a beautiful choice, but did not keep up with production. And Gabi was able to come back on water, was able to push Ashley back, and was able to just get full water control and land control, and just absolutely styling on Ashley at the very end. Let's see.